Have you ever been in a small space for a long period of time? If you're in the majority, you probably started to feel pretty anxious after just a short period. Now imagine if you were trying to recover from a major illness or surgery in a small hospital ward. I'm talking cramped waiting rooms, narrow hallways, and tight operating spaces. Now I don't know about you, but just talking about all of that is already making me pretty anxious. The point I'm trying to make is the interior design of hospitals can have an effect on patients, visitors, and employees. Space is one key aspect of interior design that can influence the atmosphere of hospitals. Hi everyone, I'm Matt Moneypenny, and today we're going to talk about how space plays a role in hospital atmospheres. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, while you're down there, hit that alert bell icon so that when we post new helpful content, you get notified. Going to the hospital is already a stressful experience. The design of hospitals shouldn't make things worse, but hospitals often have small, tight spaces, and these induce anxiety. Waiting rooms are the first area that people see when they enter the hospital. Patients may need to wait here for a while too. A small waiting room leads to stress because it could mean limited seating. Patients or visitors shouldn't be forced to stand while they wait. This is why waiting rooms should be structured to have maximum space for seating as well. But seating shouldn't be crammed so that individuals are forced to sit too close together. Hospitals are full of germs since people go there when they're sick. No one wants to sit too close to someone who's ill in the waiting room. That'd make them nervous because they might catch something. Imagine if you sit right next to someone who has consistently been coughing and sneezing for the past 30 minutes. You probably wouldn't have high hopes that you'll get better, since now you'll end up with another illness on top of what you already coming to the doctor for in the first place. This is why waiting rooms must have enough space for plenty of seating, but not too close together. Let's move past the waiting room. From here you walk down the hallways to the exam room or the patient room. The space of the hallways can make a hospital more safe. During emergency situations, narrow hallways aren't beneficial. It's difficult for employees to rush through narrow halls, especially with gurneys. Sometimes, medical equipment sits in the halls outside of the patient rooms, which just gets in the way. But wide, spacious paths allow for more room to navigate, especially during chaotic situations. So now we're through the hallways, and we get to the patient's room. Space within these rooms are even more important. Small shared patient rooms can be a bad thing since germs will spread easier between patients. Now not only this, but the rooms might be overwhelmingly tight. There isn't much space to move around, especially with medical equipment or wires getting in the way. This could be hazardous to patients if they need to get up for any reason, like using the bathroom. It can again also make emergency situations more difficult. Sometimes patients need immediate emergency care right from their rooms. Things get a little complicated when many medical professionals try to fit in a small, crowded room and efficiently do their job. Space goes beyond just what patients and visitors can see. It can also have a big impact on employee health. Hospitals need proper break areas for employees to recharge. In a 12-hour shift, many employees will only sit for up to 1 hour. Being on their feet for 11 hours is physically exhausting. This is why employees need enough space to sit down and relax during their break time. Not only do they need spaces to sit, but they need comfortable areas to eat as well. There are blatant health risks with eating in common areas surrounded by medical equipment and patient rooms. Employees could pick up germs when they're eating, and it's a health risk for those with food allergies. Break areas provide employees with clean, comfortable spaces to eat so they can refuel and have some time away from the daily hustle of the hospital. Break rooms are very important. After all, they can't effectively care for patients if they're physically exhausted. Certain areas within a hospital have an effect on mood, health, and safety. Hospitals must have enough space for people to sit, to navigate hallways, in patient rooms, and for employees to recharge. If you'd like to learn more information about how interior space and design can impact hospital atmospheres, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.